I'm not going to tell you to go bet season win totals for 2026 just yet, but if you wanted to start, perusing at your leisure, you can do it on FanDuel. More than likely, what you want to do this week is you want to hit up maybe some college football playoff futures. Or maybe you just flat out want to go say, Ohio State minus 9.5. I'll take that action. Lay the points. Buckeyes win 20-3. You can do that at FanDuel. Or you could bet Miami on the money line. You could do that at FanDuel. Either or. Probably not both. Just a reminder, though, every college football playoff game has those sorts of futures bets on it. You can get profit boost over at FanDuel right now if you partake. Now, many of you don't bet, which is fine. If you just want a reminder of, like, for example, Ole Miss total rushing yards over under, what is it? You can just go look. Like, you don't even have to have an account. You can just go look. But if you do want an account and you look and you say, I'll take the over on Ole Miss total rushing yards, you can do that as well. FanDuel, the exclusive odds provider of the show. One last thing before we get out of here, if I may. The transfer portal, smoke all over the place. That means it's on fire. It's December 28th right now. That thing opens on the 2nd, January 2nd. But that doesn't mean there's not already a ton of activity. There is a huge amount of activity. I don't know on a scale of 1 to 10 what this is going to measure on the college football Richter scale, but it's not going to be a 0. 3 of the top 5 currently in the portal or intending to go in the portal are G5 players. Not a shock. Those are the current On3 portal player rankings. You got Drew Mestamaker, who's the quarterback from North Texas, and Caleb Hawkins, who's the running back from North Texas. Now, you may think to yourself, don't they just follow Eric Morris to Oklahoma State? I have no idea. Maybe they will. But there's going to be a big market for both of those guys. So let's just hold our horses a little bit there. Look at the guy ranked right behind him. Byron Brown is the 5th ranked overall player in the On3 portal rankings, and that is/was the quarterback at USF. Does he follow Alex Golesh to Auburn? Again, these are very distinct possibilities. I think we're going to see those dominoes start to fall pretty quickly when January 2nd gets here. Iowa State's getting rocked here. This is the part that I disproportionately hate about coaching movement in the modern age of college football. I don't push back on it. Like, obviously, if coaches move, players should be able to move. I don't push back on that. It doesn't mean it has to make me feel good. There's a rumor going around that I was always a secret sleeper cell agent. I was never really an Iowa State fan. I was just trying to get Matt Campbell out of there, which is, of course, insane because I liked Iowa State before Matt got there, still like him now. And so I look at this, and 22 of their players and 16 starters being in the portal kind of sucks, but I get it, and it is what it is, and I'm sure a fair amount of them are going to follow him to Penn State. I also understand that the real world works now in a manner that coaches look at the roster and see who could follow us. And maybe even in the interview process, hey, I'm pitching myself because I can bring these kinds of players with me. I actually don't think that's the way Campbell's process worked, but also you don't need to articulate it. Like, people just kind of understand. Athletic directors aren't idiots. University presidents and boards of directors and all this stuff, they're not idiots. They understand. It's an unspoken. If we get this guy, maybe his quarterback comes with him, and maybe those 2 corners come with him. Because Jontez Williams and Jeremiah Cooper, by the way, a couple of corners, 6th and 7th rated players overall in the On3 portal rankings right now, both hitting the exit door from Iowa State. Also, Rocco Beck, the quarterback, number 34 overall in the portal. Underrated, hitting the portal. So, don't love that. They're not the only one dealing with it. Don't love it, though. Hey, guys, do me one favor. Check and see if you're subscribed to the channel. If you are, great. If you're not, it's that easy. It's free. It doesn't cost you anything. It doesn't sign you up for anything. It just helps us do the show this way forever. All right, back to the clip. One player I have an eye on is Eugene Wilson out of Florida. He is the number 78 rated player in the portal. Now, I still have this side of me that believes with a healthy season, this guy could be a 1,000-yard receiver. Maybe I'm wrong, but I believe it. According to esteemed friend of the program, Pete Nakos, it looks like Texas Tech could be a team to watch here. It's early. Obviously, portal's not even open yet. But it opens January 2nd. And if you think about, like who's in need, Penn State is obviously going to take a ton of kids. Florida, Auburn's got to take a ton of kids. We're still trying to figure out who is and isn't staying at Auburn. Virginia Tech, going to be in the market in a big way. Oklahoma State, I saw something like 40 plus kids maybe leaving from there. Yeah, they got to take a bunch of kids too. LSU and Lane Kiffin, they're going to be very active. Arkansas, Ryan Silverfield taking the job there, trying to transform as much of the roster year one as he can. Will Stein's going to Kentucky. So with these new, Kyle Whittingham at Michigan. What's Michigan going to look like? Who's going to stay at Michigan? Like, what's Bryce Underwood going to do? And then you got the big boys like Texas, Oregon, Alabama, Georgia, Ohio State. These are not teams in desperation mode. But like you see Trey Wisner hit the portal at Texas at the tailback position. You don't think that might not have been because he heard a little rumbling or two about who Texas may be taking out of the portal at the running back position? So, yeah. I don't eat, sleep, and breathe the portal, but this is an integral part of this game now. And as long as it is, we got to be on top of it. That is our show. I appreciate you guys. We do not have a show until the semifinal games are played. I will tell you that we'll have rapid reaction videos for all 4 of those games because you guys have really, really taken a dive into those things when we've done them. So shortly after, especially Cotton Bowl, New Year's Eve, while everyone else is celebrating, I'll be sitting there talking about how Ohio State did or did not beat Miami. And then the next day, Orange Bowl, boom. Rose Bowl, boom. Sugar Bowl, boom. Just stay locked onto the channel. And while you're there, subscribe because it's free and it doesn't sign you up for anything. Appreciate you guys so much. Until the next time we talk, just make sure you're following on socials at Josh Pate CFB. Look, you guys, whether you're in Lubbock or Eugene, you got a long way to drive. If you're going to this game, I would recommend getting on the road approximately now and stop at every Quick Trip you possibly can. I know I did this past weekend. Let's just see. Quick review. I stopped at one in Montgomery. Shout out Bradley. I stopped at one in Saraland, which was not documented online, but it happened. I stopped at one in Theodore, Alabama. Also, either Biloxi or Ocean Springs, Mississippi. So, yes, I was a frequent visitor at Quick Trip. Cold brew on tap every single time. And that could be you. That doesn't just have to be me. That could be you. And it frequently is because I get evidence of it pretty much every hour submitted by you guys. And sometimes I retweet it and Quick Trip gives you free gas. It's a very beneficial relationship, I would say, for us all. We appreciate Quick Trip. They are the presenting partner of the show. They have their stickers plastered all over the place. One of the big projects that I've been talking to Quick Trip Joe about, Bradley, I know I don't normally tell you to do this. If you take the other side camera for just a second, I've been talking to Quick Trip Joe about how we can take a cold brew on tap machine, just the top of it, and just install it over here. And cold brew doesn't even have to come out of it per se. I'm not sure functionally how that would serve a purpose during the show. But, I mean, you know, we got a little snowman over there. We got a football. We got a couple of chalai. That's great. I'd rather just have an entire cold brew station. And I've said this to him off the record, and, you know, it hasn't gotten much traction. So I really think a public pressure campaign is one of my priority items entering 2026. We have to pressure Quick Trip into installing a cold brew on tap station in the studio. Okay? And at that point, our balls are in their court.